Okay, hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back for some more Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. In the last episode, I believe we went to Octagonia, not Octagonia. Well, yes and no. We went gambling and then we went to Tickington. And in this episode, I'm over here in the Emerald Coast in the Fun Size Forge trying to rework some stuff. Now, I really hate to do this. I absolutely hate to do this. I'm honestly still thinking about doing it right now, but as of recording this, I had recorded about 3 to 4 hours worth of Dragon Quest, which is basically the entirety of the end game, and I unfortunately lost basically those recordings because well, they're here. This is the one that, like, one of the first episodes, but I lost it in the sense that my voice was not recorded because I forgot to turn on one of the settings to actually, record me, record my microphone, because I was recording the Splatoon video. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be reworking everything that I need to do, and you all should be doing this as well. Rework everything that you need to do before going over to the final area. So anything from, I don't know, just be it a garter, be it an actual weapon, anything that you need to do, that way you can get your preparations to go ahead and go fight the big bad of this game. Go ahead and do it right now. Right now over here, I'm just I'm looking through my items to see what exactly I want to rework. I think I end up going with the silver tiara instead because it just has better stats for Jade. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm also gonna rework the token of fealty for Hendrik. But yeah, if I end up not liking what I'm doing here, and it's just I feel like I would get a more genuine reaction out of replaying the entire end area again, I can do that. I absolutely can do that. Because if I'm being honest, I felt that I had more genuine reactions out of playing the game regularly and completing it. But there was just so much that it's just like I can't recreate all the emotions that I would have had I just played through it regularly. There's just no way I could recreate that. But I don't believe I get an incredibly good score here. I believe I get like just a really good or really well. But it's fine. It's just like a +2. It's okay. But yeah, that's something that I'm still going to be like heavily debating about, if I should just drop this recording or this voiceover and then just go play the game myself. But again, that is like 3 to 4 hours worth of content. I know the layout of the area a lot more now. However, there's like 4 boss fights that you have to do over there. One at the entrance of the castle, and then the other 3 inside the castle. So it's like, I don't know if I want to subject myself to that again. Oh, by the way, there's going to be metal slime enemies over there. I won't say which ones until we actually run into them. But yeah, there will be metal slime enemies over there, so I guess be prepared as well to, I guess, fight them. I absolutely was not prepared to fight them, and I didn't even get to knock out a single one. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. I don't know how well this token of fealty comes out. It might be a brilliantly. I'm not quite sure, but I guess let's just go ahead and see. That one turned out really well on the top left. I maybe reworked one more. Oh, right. Before I forget, I would recommend don't worry about the weapon for Jade, because in the area that we're going to go to defeat the final boss, there is a new weapon for her. And it's basically one of those weapons that is considered like one of the ultimate weapons in the game. It won't be like the ultimate weapon when you get it. It'll be one of those weapons that you can upgrade over time, and it just becomes one of the best weapons in the entire game for, I guess, that class of weapon. So I guess that's what I wanted to say. Or I guess if you're using spears for Serena, I guess wait until you get over into the castle to do that. Because, yeah, we're going to get a better weapon for either or. But yeah, I think that is all I wanted to say. Again, do your preparations, rest up, save. Anything you need to do, any items you need to go get, do it right now before we leave. Because once we go over there, we're not coming back. Once you're done, once you're ready, go ahead and play the Calamus flute to summon Cetacea, and we shall be going over into the sky. And there we go. Yeah, we know how to study our it's fine. I don't think I've ever like dubbed over one of these episodes of Dragon Quest. And I feel like it's not gonna be the same. But again, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh well. But this is interesting. And like the more I think about it, I'm like, I really don't just want to dub over like the last area of the game. But so be it. Anyways, we need to go ahead and break this barrier that we cannot break through right now. Or that we could not break through previously. So we're going to be using the Sword of Light that we have recently crafted. I still like how I'm dressed like the Tridane, with the Tridane set. But we're in the incorrect game for that. I probably have to raise my volume a bit more, that way I can hear what's going on in the game. Like, I can hear it, it's just I would like it to be a little louder. And this place is called the Fortress of Fear. Alright.
So this is it.
I was gonna say, is nobody gonna talk? But there we go.
It's time to go and get our revenge.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and go in. Thank you, Cetacea, for taking us all the way over here. But yes, be prepared at the very beginning of the castle. We do have a boss fight, and no, it is not Jasper. It is not him. But he is giving us the most devious side eye. It's going to be interesting looking at this gameplay, because there's some things where I'm like, I now know where exactly to go. And it's just like, oh, you didn't see this. But, yeah. I have no idea why I'm standing here. We can absolutely just keep on going forward. I believe if you go back to the center, yep, you can decide to go back down, but that's just in case you don't have your preparations in check. But yes, once we enter over here, there's going to be a boss fight, so be prepared. It is the last of the Spectral Sentinels. Or whatever the name that they decide to go by.
Mordegon's domain, at last. We must be on our guard.
Whatever rock band name that they decide to go for.
Look
The
out!
Bee Gees. The Beatles. Kiss. Queen. Whatever y'all decide to call yourselves. He got that Thanos sword on him, bro. Except this one's a lot more curvy. Voluptuous. I've met you before. And no, I don't just mean like, oh, in the recording. I mean like, we've seen him before.
You eluded my blade. Of course, I would expect no less from the vanquishers of my fellow Spectral
I still think about
Sentinels.
Soul whatever, Third Earth, or whatever it's called. I don't remember. Of that guy who's like, you're holding them wrong. His voice still is pretty cool to hear. Oh, sure, he do be doing the same thing that Thanos be doing too with his
Gatekeeper of
sword.
the Fortress of Fear. Lumine, you have done well to make it this far.
Thank you. I don't know if you should be,
An
you know,
impressive feat indeed for a
you should be
mere
flirting with us like this or like complimenting us like this. That's up to you. I don't swing that way.
This is where your story ends. You shall not meet my master.
Okay, well,
You shall die like dogs at his door.
you mean like you, buddy boy? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you for real said that you are the gatekeeper, kind of like for real, like Cerberus, and now you're saying we're gonna die like dogs. Like, bro, like, pick one or the other. You can't choose both. But yeah, I believe I also talked about, again, you know how like Hades decided to name his dog Spot because it just means the spotted one. But that's something we've already talked about. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and Oomful Hendrik, you know, the one to buckle his shoe, and we're gonna go ahead and Unbridled Blade this MFR. He's kind of strong, not too terrible though. It's just, you know, your run-of-the-mill boss fight. But you know, Eric was able to deal with this guy a decent amount, so there's no reason that we should have too many difficulties fighting this guy. He almost took down Sylvando, but nothing a Hustle Dance won't fix.
Serena, honey.
There we go. Yeah, we're still kind of low on our HP, but I think we might be fine. Maybe a multi-heal from Serena will fix it. I don't know. But nice, Serena's pepped up. It's kind of weird because I feel like I should be doing the actions in game and like talking while doing all of this, but if I for once do not get to make the decisions as I'm narrating. But yes, Unbridled Blade seems to still be doing an amazing amount. I still can't believe I'm still using the worm thing for Hendrik that we got at the very beginning of part 2 of the game, which is at Mount Peng Lai. And I just so happened to get lucky getting that, and I didn't expect to use it the entire time.
There we are.
Same thing with Serena's Glumbrella. I didn't expect to get it, but I mean, so be it. They're pretty good weapons. If there's nothing wrong with them, there's no reason to replace them. And I don't know what exactly I go for with Sylvano. Maybe that's Amore. I do. I just ate cereal, so my voice or my throat is a little like scratchy. But it's mainly because Cheerios. I don't know why, but Cheerios always like damages my throat a little bit, like to the point where it's very itchy. But that's unfortunate that Hendrik is down and he cannot get up. But something I did mention is that also in the Japanese dubbing or whatever you want to call it, the Japanese voices in the game, Sylvando with Amore, or that's Amore, he says a voice line. He's like, I don't actually remember what he says. He's like something Amore, and it's another voice line that I'm just like, well, why didn't they make the English voice actor say it? Because like they have it for Jade. Oh, speaking of, I finally heard her say sexy beam, but it was completely different as opposed to how they say it in Japanese. But yeah, they don't even have that voice line for Sylvando saying that's Amori. But I don't know.
Fly, my pretty.
Yeah, this guy's almost down for the count. Just a little bit more and he should be defeated. But I just don't know if what my best choice would be here. Hendrik is almost back up, but he does not have the attack boost. But this should do it once and for all. That did not do it once and for all also. Actually, you know what? I think maybe dubbing over this was perfectly fine. He did a thing that undoes all status status ailments, I guess. But I think maybe it is perfectly fine that I narrate this just because I'm narrating, or I'm talking basically the exact same way I would in game. Because I also do like that. Oh, this should do it. Oh, wait, it didn't? But yeah, we are done fighting Indignus.
Did I do all right?
You did perfectly, Serena. And everybody levels up, I believe. Like, almost everybody. Maybe like 1 to 2 did not, but a good portion of us did. So let's go ahead and put down points for people. So for the protagonist, we can get Zapple. We may as well get Zapple just because, I mean, like, we could go over there, but like I don't really want to explore on the far left. Far right doesn't really have anything for us in general, so I may as well just increase the damage for Zap. We can do Gloomstorm now with Rab. Up here, Giga Gash is nice. Also, like the central area right there has a very strong attack, but you would need to go all the way through Great Swords all the way to the very top. And like it's just it costs a lot of points to even get it, so I'd say just don't do it. But Giga Gash for on the far left with swords isn't worth it either, just because it's a tad bit stronger as well. But yeah, I would say if you really do want to go ahead and go for that central thing in the sword mastery, you can. But you would basically have to be allocating all your points only to go directly upwards with swords and great swords. And even still doing that, I don't think you would even be able to. Okay, with Eric, we're still going for critical claim. So we will absolutely be going up top over here, unlocking that. We still need 20 points to get the one up top over here for critical claim. But we'll work on that. Sylvando, I don't know what exactly I go for. No need for dual wielding. Pink Pirouette is, I think, what we go for. Although the charm would be amazing. But Pink Pirouette gives us a way of attacking all the enemies on the field as opposed to just a select group of enemies. We can now do Ultraviolet with Sylvando. That is amazing. And I don't think I can really allocate any more points to anybody or anything in this area for Sylvando. So I think we are done. Tremolo would be nice to paralyze enemies, but I don't know. I do kind of want to hit the hay because it puts people to sleep, but it's fine. I don't know if I'm going to go for them though. Maybe later on down the line. Maybe over here for liveliness, I may go for something to unlock. But oh right, by the way, for any kind of weapon that you do or don't have, it will tell you if it has a pet piece or not. I feel like I talked about it a while back. But yeah, sometimes the areas that you're going for, it will say, oh, if it has a pet power piece or if it's not. So even if you don't use that weapon by nature, you can go for it still. Even though that is not the weapon that you use, you can still use the pet power regardless. So that is one of the main reasons that you can go for those. I'm still looking for that that attack that is really good for Jade. I highly doubt it's the one up top over there. I'm still banking on it being the one over here at the bottom after getting crushed ice. And for Rab, down there in the center, that attack, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not it is a spoiler, but I don't care anymore at this point. I can name drop it. It's called the Hand of God. If you're interested in that, go for it. But you would have to go all the way through heavy ones, all the way through the corners, hugging the walls basically to get all the way down there. And then also through claws over here to unlock that central one. But yeah, it's called the Hand of God. I guess do with that information what you want. I think we already have very strong attacks, so no need to go for hard claw. I go for something in the claws in general to, I guess, see if I can unlock stuff. But yeah, because these over here, those are also incredibly good. But you would have to go through, again, heavy ones again from the bottom to the top. And then from Enlightenment all the way over to the left, and it's a whole hassle. So I'd say at this point, for now, just go for claws, because as much as Rab is another healer, he's not exactly the strongest attacker, so may as well just go for claws. Yeah, I think that is all I want to say. But yeah, we're gonna go over this way and maybe unlock whatever the heck is behind door number 1. But yeah. Okay, now that we're done, let's go ahead and go through the cutscene. This gives me a chance to clear my throat. Yeah, I was up until like 6 in the morning recording, and I lost all of it. So I'm very sad about that.
Indignus. Is this the power of the Luminary?
I don't know about no power of the Luminary, because we did kind of defeat you pretty easily.
No matter how hard you fight,
And Eric defeated you pretty easily too.
world
I don't know.
belongs to the Lord of Shadows. What is done cannot be undone. Time past is lost forever!
Unfortunately, keep what he said in mind. That is going to be important. But yeah, now we have the blue orb. That's awesome. You said some wise words beyond your ears. You're wise beyond your ears. But
The
yeah,
Lord
now
of
that we're done,
Shadows
let's go ahead and
awaits
continue
within.
forward. Thank you, Hendrik.
Onward.
Look at that giant castle.
Hear me, Jesper. The fate that has bound us together for so long ends here.
Giant floating castle in the sky.
Today.
No reference to Studio Ghibli though. Okay, and on the far right, there is a place that you can heal up your HP and MP and save. Come here if you ever need to, I guess, heal up or anything. Or in case you just want to save right before going into the final area of the game. Of the main game, I should say. But yeah. No loot over here. This is going to be very important. I believe there are 4 floors in this entire castle. And this entire castle is kind of a maze. But if you understand, I guess, the simple concept of like how this area works, it's not that tricky, but just keeping all of those tricks in mind is going to be somewhat of a hassle. These guys are called Dullahans. And right off the bat, we got a Metal King slime.
Okay,
This
here
one
we go.
is the closest I got to defeating one. I spent my entire time trying to fight them, just with damaging moves in general. But I just got close to defeating it. I didn't get like the last 2 attacks in. It was really, really, really sad. And if I find out that, oh, I actually did almost defeat it and I wasted a turn healing, I could have just attacked it and then I didn't get the experience that I could have gotten, I'm going to be so upset because like so many things just led to me not being able to attack it, and it was a whole thing. But later on in the castle we find recipes that allow us to do a slightly more damage to middle enemies, and that would have been useful here, but we did not find that until much later, so that is unfortunate. You are decreasing our damage and 2 of us are hallucinating. We do not have Befuddle on Sylvana. I was looking for it right there, but I don't think I have it. It's probably on Serena, so I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, see if I could just attack regularly on the Metal King slime. That way I could see if, I don't know, we could do something. But yeah, let's just go ahead and attack the Metal King slime. And we miss because we're hallucinating, of course. Let's go ahead and it's Dazzle probably, not Befuddle. Befuddle's the one for confusion. Dazzle's the one that undoes the whenever you can't really see anything. I was looking for Befuddle, but Dazzle's the correct one. There we go. All right, Hendrik, let's keep on attacking the Metal King slime, despite knowing that I did not defeat it. But we came incredibly close. This thing knows Cassis, that is dangerous, but I think we're going to be perfectly fine. This Dullahan, thankfully, is not doing this very serious attacks this entire boss, not boss fight, but this entire fight. But,
Sylvander.
yeah. There are incredibly dangerous attacks that this thing can do. Oh, nice! That's also another thing. I didn't know if we can actually show that off or not, but the echo effect essentially just makes the spells take effect twice. I feel like I've explained this before, but we've never actually seen it in battle. But yeah, as you can see, the name was yellow. I feel like maybe 2 or 3 more attacks would have absolutely done it in. I missed there. I missed with the hero. And here's where I feel like maybe if I attacked it a bit more, it would have stayed. But it decides to run off. And that's something I absolutely hated. We were there the entire time fighting this Metal King slime and just so happened to run away right out of our grasp. Anyways, I take out my frustrations on the Dark Dullahan because we were like, oh, we were just here just taking in all your attacks and we were just fighting this Metal King slime. We could have gotten a bunch of experience and we did not. So I take out my frustrations on this MFer, where his head is on his shield. It makes no sense. But what do I know about evil creatures of Dragon Quest or of fiction in general? And he's down for the count.
We did it, darlings!
True, we do be doing it, darlings. Okay, so as you can immediately see, there is a door with a red spell on it and 2 doors with blue spells, or 1 door with a blue spell on it. The only place that we can go is to the right, be careful. Right over there, just keep that in mind. There's writable enemies at the very bottom. We cannot use them properly in the sense that, like, the reason that they're meant to be there. So let's go ahead and just explore these areas. There's going to be a lot of treasure chests and a lot of recipes and whatnot. So I highly recommend exploring to your heart's content as opposed to just running through this entire castle, just going, like, speeding over to the main antagonist being like, oh, I'm ready for the hand. No, I would highly recommend go explore this area first, all of the castle, because it is worth your while. Right over here we get molten globules. We don't really need that, but it's nice to have it just in case for the foreseeable future, in case we need to make stuff. This guy's not going to let us pass. He just turns his head. Metal Dragon is not that bad though, but it does take a lot less damage than regular enemies. So we need to attack it with even stronger attacks. I'm sorry, I was very tired. That yawn actually went really well with the timing because I was not doing anything in the game. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and Oomful Hendrik. May as well, just because this thing's probably not going to take that much damage from us in general.
I hope this
And
helps.
Kabuff, just that way in case he does a strong attack on us. Lo and behold, that's why we do Kabuff. And I don't think I'm going to go for Metal Slash as much as it does, you know, affect metal enemies. This one is slightly different. This one takes actual normal damage as opposed to the metal slimes and whatnot. And the metal hands. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can defeat this thing because we are almost done knocking it out, but who knows. He is still not down. I don't think an attack from Serena would do it, so maybe... Oh, well, I mean, I missed. Okay, cool. Regardless, we would have never known. That is true. I do have the thing that reflects attacks. That is awesome. I'm sorry, Metal Dragon, but you met your match this day.
My strength grows ever greater.
Big true. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with Hendrik. I don't know if we can necessarily do much. We have 19 points. I probably should have gone for resilience up. That way we could have gotten more points. Because as much as Double-Edged Slash is good, it damages you in the process and is not as good as Unbridled Blade. So maybe I should have held off on going for Double-Edged Slash. Resilience would have probably been better. And I didn't even go for it. Oh, that's right, because I went to my items and went to go use a Seed of Skill. I reworked all my items just now by pressing sort by name or sort by the type of item it is. Oh, by the way, I feel like I've said this before, but I will reiterate it again. Be careful how you use your seeds, be it of skill, of life, of anything, because there is a set amount set in stone in the game. I know that there is a way that you can get more in the mini middle, the Academy, but that's only after you get like 110 mini medals, and it's like, oh, if you find the last like 10 to 12, we'll give you more seeds of da da da. But even with that, there is a set amount in the game, so use them wisely. Don't just go using them willy-nilly. That's why I haven't really used them at the beginning of the game, in the middle of the game, you know, or at the end of the game, because I'm like, well, there is a set amount, and I kind of don't want to just use them all willy-nilly. But a cut above would have absolutely been the best choice to get after going for resilience up. Like I said, I probably should not have gone for Double-Edged Slash because I just wasted 8 points that I could have already had. And in case Hendrik gets a level up, he probably could have been really close to getting the cut above. But it's okay. We roll with it. Okay, we ball. Alright, the interior cut. Okay. This is not the exterior. I really thought it was, but we are going to be going on the exterior. This is a big blue button. But yeah, we can now open or enter the next area. But yeah, whenever you go out to the exterior of the Fortress of Fear, there are usually going to be items or stuff that is of interest to you. So again, explore everything, be it the outside, the inside, everything about the castle. I explored his entire body. No. Okay. Ignore these double hands. Go ahead and run through here. As much as I would love to run into more Metal King Slimes, I think that's the name of them. I kind of don't want to attack those enemies that would make it possible to find one. Just because, I don't know, I feel like it slows down the entire process of recording. Because like we are in like the last area of the game. There is a treasure chest behind this metal dragon. And I did not open the chest. It's fine. We've dealt with one of these like a few moments ago. We can deal with a second one. What should I use for Serena? I don't think I meant to use Cassis. I think I meant to use Frizz, because Sizz is the one for group attacks. But I don't think we have Cup Frizz. I think we just have Frizzle. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I would have absolutely loved to use like a Fireball, like Cup Frizz. But I don't know when we unlock that. So we're just gonna roll with it. Hendrik, what should we do with you? Oh, okay, right. We may as well show off. I guess it does a lot of damage, but yeah, again, at the expense of the user. We took like 75 damage from that, despite doing 230. So I probably will not be relying on that too much.
Ha! 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 Go get him, boys!
Go get 'em, boys! Nice. I still have no idea why Worm Whip does not do more damage to dragon enemies. It's just aesthetically it looks like dragons, but it has nothing to do. I don't know. Okay, Pride of the Valkyries. Yes, I've been waiting for this. This is a really nice outfit for Jade. It's the Warrior Princess headdress and the Warrior Princess's dress. I'm not gonna make it right now. Maybe I'll make it like at the beginning of the next episode. But it is an outfit for Jade. And speaking of outfits for our cast, there's the Parade Master that we got at the casino. Looks really nice. I believe this is the outfit that we used during Sylvando's Soldiers of Smile arc. And then there's the swimmer for Jade that we got from the casino as well. I will not be putting her in that because that's not very fitting of the final area of the game. So I guess that's why I'm not doing that. Okay, moving onwards. I believe there's probably something at the back of the staircase. Again, your explorer or completionist sensors should be tingling. Your spidey senses. The liquid metal jacket. That is correct. We're gonna start getting into, like I said, near the beginning of the episode, we're gonna be getting into liquid metal weapons and armor and all that good stuff. I don't entirely know who that would be good for. It says for the hero, but I kind of do want to have the 50% chance of reflecting damage taken on me still. But that is really good. I don't know who exactly I want to put it on because the Twinkling Tuxedo would be nice on Hendrik. But I don't entirely know who I want to put it on is the problem. And same thing with Eric with the Twinkling Tuxedo. You can also equip the dual-wielding swords if you all want, but I don't know. It's not personally not my thing. My attack slightly goes down for Raven. My critical chance goes down. My agility also goes down, but there is no positive anything after for the Grandmaster garb. I think I end up actually going for this just because for the defense and the evasion chance, and my critical chance goes down by like 1. So I think all in all, it is somewhat of a win-win. But I think I do go for it. That's nice. Okay. How are we? Okay, going onwards and upwards. This one is a Pandora's box. This one just seems to be incredibly out in the open. It's like, okay, well, now you're just like waving it in front of me. I don't believe this is real. And unfortunately, this Pandora's box has a very tiny arena that he has to fight in. It's such a shame that they gave him such a small area to fight in. I kind of feel bad for it, but at the end of the day, it's a Pandora's box. I should probably go get some water after this recording session's over because my mouth is starting to get dry because I'm doing all this talking. But yeah, I still absolutely felt terrible for this Pandora's box just because, like, look at this tiny little circle, man. Like, we had some very big arenas this entire game, like, you know, with the Tentacular, with Alizarin, with all those enemies, we had like a very massive battlefield. Now this guy just has a very, very, very tiny arena. Stop doing drain magic. I was very much in fear that you would do Kathwack or like Thwack or Whack. Any of those would be terrible. I would very much appreciate you not doing that. But I don't think you actually do any of those. I think you just drain magic again. Meanwhile, we take care of business. We get down to business. We get down and dirty with our hands. And Hedrick, I believe, at least I thought, does in the Pandora's box. That's 2 for 2, draining the magic, but we are almost done defeating this Pandora's box. My cheeks hurt from all the talking. Oh right, what the what? I just realized something. I made a better shield for me at the very beginning of the recording session, and I guess I just never equipped it. I made an internal shield, I believe. It's one that looks like the magic shield. I made a +3 of it, and I guess I just never equipped it. I have no idea why. I even described like, oh, I got lucky making it. Because like I wouldn't have done it in any other way. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it properly in any other circumstance. And I guess I just never equipped it. There she is. Another version of the Iron Maidens. This one I believe is called a Golden Girl. Yeah, she looks so pretty. And I believe one of our characters gets a critical hit in here somewhere. So we got it basically immediately. Did not even do that much damage to us. I don't know who gets the critical hit, but somebody does. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, okay then. Was it you, Serena? I don't know if it was you. But I do know that somebody got a critical. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a critical. It was just that I now know that Whoosh does a lot of damage to those iron enemies. The Iron Maiden girls. But yeah, we can right inside of her paws on that. And yeah, we can kind of sneak by all of these enemies because they think, oh, that's just another one of us. Okay, let's just big chill. They're none the wiser, if that makes sense. But I believe after like, I don't know, like 10 more minutes, I'm gonna end the episode off because we are approaching what is it? Like we're approaching like the 40-something minute mark soon. So that was not the treasure chest that I was talking about for the weapon for Jade. It is on the top floor, but Chrono Crystal will be nice for I guess creating more items in the future. And I guess let's just go back now that we're not in the Golden Girl. They can now immediately get aggro to us. There is another area to the right. I don't know what's over there. Oh, okay then, you all. Oh, and there's the giant not metal slime, but the giant goo slime, something like that. I don't remember what its name is. And the hero is pepped up. Awesome. I didn't realize. Oh, it's the King Curse slime or Cure slime. I don't know. I didn't realize that my commentary is basically just the exact same narrating. I probably could just record my episodes and then just do the voiceover later on anyways, because that's basically what I'm doing. I'm doing like lifetime narrations, but just with a bit more emotion, I guess, because like, there's genuine emotions about like what exactly happens, as opposed to already knowing. But that's nice to know that, I guess, in case I ever need to do it in the foreseeable future again, that I guess I can do it without any worry about like, oh, it's gonna change how the episodes go. But unfortunately, no new, or not no new, but no metal king slime. What do you have over here? 3 pieces of Technicolor Dream Cloth. Awesome. I do not want to fight these manticores, or I guess versions of the manticores. At least that's what their name was, I believe, in the Kulisi's quest or whatever. But yes, I would highly, not recommend, but I would much rather prefer not to fight these guys. And over here, there is a dark red sigil on the floor. We can undo it with the power of the luminary, and that gives us the power to be able to fly through the first floor and the second floor. Okay, there we go. Now we have access to the second floor from the bottom in case we ever want to go down. To go heal up, I guess. Or I guess if you just, I don't know, if you forgot something at the bottom. I did not mean to attack you. I meant to attack this one. But, yeah, Dragooners. Speaking of Dragooners, I feel like you all have maybe seen it, but if not, I would recommend. Well, I hesitate to say I recommend watching it because it's also very cringe. But Walmart came out with a ad recently trying to, you know, appeal to the youth with like their slang and whatnot. And it was very cringe-inducing. Like they were using words like aura maxing, Ohio skibbity, and it was like, oh, dude, like, oh my god, I didn't even realize on screen. I got a second Worm Fang, another 1 out of 250 something chance of it dropping. I have no idea why the Worm Fangs like me so much, but I guess I don't know. What can I say? I'm something of a gamer. No, that is unironically insane. I got 2 Worm Fangs, but yeah, it was pretty gross. Hearing the ad for Walmart just being like, "Oh, we're gonna appeal to the youth. We're gonna use words that we just kind of looked up online." And we're going to put them in this video, you know, for back to school and all that stuff. And, you know, like, the youth will love it. No, the youth hated it. And I heard people being like, in the comments, they're like, I'm actually going to end it all because of this. And I'm like, whoa, buddy. We're like, don't say that. Like, it's funny, yes, in the way that you're saying it, but also, please don't. Ooh, giant slime. Where's your buddy? I didn't mean that. I meant like, give me like another Metal King slime, but okay.
Stars.
But yeah. Damn, am I really that tired? I know I was recording until 6 in the morning, but I'm awake now. I don't want to go back. Well, I mean, I say that, and then like, if I were to lay down in bed, I know I would like start sleeping and snoring. Maybe the old man is snoring. True.
Come, fiend, freeze!
Ew, Hendrik. But yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to say at the moment. So I guess now just back to Dragon Quest because I'm done being on my rant. Oh, the effect do be taking effect twice. Good job, Serena.
Did I do all right?
You did more than all right, Serena. That is awesome. They dropped 2, well, a slime crown and a gooberkent. But let's go ahead and see where is there any treasure chest in this area? I don't think so, at least. It would be nice to have gotten the golden girl. That way these guys would not be aggro to us, but they're pretty slow, I'm not gonna lie. So it's okay. Bro thought he was Magnus for real, skull emoji. I don't know if any of y'all recognize that, but it's okay if you do or don't. You soldier boy, tell him. This is unfortunately not a boss fight. I really thought it was like a mini boss fight or something, but it is not. But I did circle out my my party just because they are pretty worn out from XP usage. So let's go ahead and circle out our party, that way we can keep attacking, I guess.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I use I believe Pink Typhoon with Jade, that way we can attack all the enemies, that way, you know, they're not much of a nuisance. But that guy over there that looks like Booga is absolutely not Booga. It's not as strong. It's a Hooper Trooper. And we go ahead and Cobra Strike this time effort. But unfortunately it does not paralyze, poison. I think I did the exact same mistake in the recording. I think I said paralyze instead of poison.
Big Typhoon!
Oh, right. And then hearing Jade say that, I don't know if I say it in this episode, I may save it for next episode, but hearing the way that Jade says Pink Typhoon kind of reminded me of something. I think I'll save it for next episode though. Nice, good job, Eric, doing the critical hit.
All is well that ends well.
True, Hendrik. And we do be going upwards. And yeah, this is like one of those mechanics. His name is Gerald. No, one of these new mechanics where where it's like, oh well, we're gonna add a bunch more new kinds of ways to traverse this castle, and one of them is that you can warp through all the areas. And I mean, good luck finding out which one is the good one, which one's the bad one. Actually, no, there's none like that in this area. It's just it just gets kind of confusing, like backtracking and finding stuff in general. But yeah. As you can see, it will teleport us over to the next area, over at the level 3 exterior. Despite the level 3 exterior being somehow below, it makes no sense. But let's go ahead and defeat this version of the exoskeleton. And if there's nothing else, then I'll probably end the episode off right after we enter the level 3 exterior. Alright, Hendrik, go ahead and thrust thing. If anything, I feel like I'm a lot more like maybe slowed down with my responses to this, just because I feel like I would explain why exactly I'm going for something and then it will happen on screen. I do be having a lot of fun spinning the characters whenever there's nothing happening. But yeah, I feel like I just talk about what exactly is happening first, or like why I want to do something, and then I'll do it. But I think this time around, since I'm recording first and then voicing over it on accident, it's the other way around. That did not do as much damage as you would have thought, buddy boy. Let's go ahead and Pink Typhoon to get rid of these guys. Good job, Jade.
Another one bites the dust.
True, and I do be leveling up. I don't think I can realistically get anything. I have 14 points, but I don't know if I can get anything like in general. Giga Gas, again, like I said, it's not that great. It's just slightly stronger than Giga Slash, and is it takes up a lot of your MP, despite it being slightly stronger. Let's go ahead and go for Magical Might plus. I did not see it was plus 50 in the recording. I just kind of went for it. I thought it was like a plus like 5 or 7. Plus 50 Magical Might is insane. That is awesome. I did not see that. I'm glad I saw it now. That was a lot. Okay, even Claw, that's not really that important, but I guess more material for building stuff is always nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and go inside the level 2 exterior. I thought it was the level 3 exterior, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna end things off here, because there's like a minute left. These are new enemies. We're gonna get into that probably next time, but I guess I'm gonna do my outro now. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Bob693. Next time on Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age, we will be continuing through the level 2 exterior, or level 2 and then level 3 as well. Here's hoping that we can, I guess, make a lot of progress. But yeah, I really do hate to, I guess, make this into like 3 parts, just because, you know, this is the main area of like the final boss area of the game. But if I'm being honest, I've seen the views for these videos. If I upload this like Monday, nobody's gonna see it until like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So it's fine. Again, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Bob693. Next time we will be going through the Fortress of Fear, seeing what else we can find. And here's hoping we can find that weapon for Jade. But yeah, I guess until next time, I guess I will see you all then. And then I wait for it to fade. See you all then.